Had a little bit of rain today, and we're close to the end of the day, so the sun's down a little bit. But I want to go through with you different scenarios on if you want to do an offshore business and you're trying to decide how you're going to take your business and do it internationally. Okay, there's 3 different ways you can do it, which I'm going to discuss with you today. And almost any business can fall into this category. If you sit and you examine it, we can also work with you in showing you how to actually restructure your business where it's international or offshore. So, it really depends on, what business you're in, how you want to go about doing it. All right, let me give you 3 scenarios. But before we do this, if you get a chance, if you go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, if you're interested in getting some help, hit the top bar that says apply with us, fill out the questions, hit that bottom bar that says send it to us. We'll get back with you. We actually do with over 100 citizenship by investment, residency by investment countries all over the world. And also don't forget to hit that subscribe button on the right of your screen. You get new videos as they come out automatically. And also that notification bell next to that subscribe button. And I would like to hear from you if you got a question or comment. Just put it below and be glad to get back with you on that. All right, now let me go through the scenarios with you. One is where you're, let's just say you're a doctor or a dentist, and most doctors or dentists now they're working for someone else. The time of having your own practice, most doctors don't have the time to run their own practice. Usually what they do is they've got a company that they're employed by that pays them a good salary, anywhere from $100,000 to $1,000 to $1 million a year. Depends on their specialty and what they're doing. Okay. Now, so what you're trying to do is, if you're trying to reduce your taxes, you need to structure it to where you're either in a tax haven, okay, where there's no income tax or either very little tax, or you want to structure it where you're actually doing something offshore, internationally, through the internet. Okay, and I'm going to show you how you can do both of these. And there's a third option I'm going to give you also. Okay, now the first option is going to be basically where you're actually working under someone else. Now, how are you going to replace that? If you're working, let's say, as a doctor for a firm, and you're going to move to Dubai. Well, if you're working for someone else, it's not going to be that much difference, because if the fees are pretty much the same between what you're getting in Dubai and what you're getting in the U.S., it all boils down to taxes, because you're not going to lose probably that much business, because it's not like you're closing down a business. You're just an employee, okay? You're moving to a different country, and now you're going to be an employee of that new country where the new firm is, okay? So this is how that's going to work. So you're going to be walking to a firm that already has business established. All you're doing is walking in there. But is it going to really change you tax-wise? Well, it depends on where you're moving. If you're moving to Germany from the U.S., no, probably your taxes are going to be higher. If you're going to Dubai or some other place that's lower tax, you're more than likely going to take home a lot more money, okay? So this is the thing you have to look at. The other way is where you are, where you're actually working self-employed, okay? And let's say you're a doctor, you have a furniture business. These are walk-in businesses, and you actually own your own firm, okay? Now, if you've got a furniture business, or if you've got your own medical practice or whatever in the U.S., you're basically there are 2 ways you can do it. You can close the business down and do it internationally, or you can do it on the side until it builds up, and then just ditch your other practice and put all the time in on the other offshore business and do it tax-free. Now, you're going to have to remember, if you're in the U.S. and you're trying to do this, it ain't going to work, because U.S. taxes you on your worldwide income. Now, you can move offshore and be outside and qualify for the foreign earned income exclusion, and that will work up to a limit. It's $216,000 with a husband and wife both working. It goes up every single year that you can get a tax deduction on, and then you get write-offs on top of that. But if you want to get around all taxes, the best thing to do is to relinquish your U.S. citizenship. If you're from a high-tax country like Germany, Austria, Australia, just about every EU country out there, then, or you don't have to be EU. There's most countries tax on worldwide income if you live there. Now, if you're in that situation, you're going to have to move out of that country, and you're going to have to be out long enough to legally get around the taxes from that country. And I'm talking about countries that tax worldwide income other than the U.S. U.S. is a different ball of wax. You're going to have to relinquish, if you want to get around everything, your citizenship. You're going to have to give up that passport, okay? So that's how that works. And they'll actually take it, the U.S. will take it from you. They'll actually put holes in it and give it back to you, and they clip the top of it so you can't use it anymore, okay? So when you relinquish, you're out of your passport, okay? So that is an option. And then what you can do, you can actually get, if you're having your own business set up, you can literally, there's 8 billion people in the world, folks. Okay, you got the internet. You can go out now and market to different companies, different individuals. And there's no excuse to pay for advertising. There's so much free advertising now. You're crazy to be using Google clicks. Man, there's so much free social media now. Now it's better than any other time in history for advertising. It's never been cheaper today than any other time in history because of the internet. You got YouTube, you got Rumble, you got Spotify, you got Instagram, you got all these different social media platforms you can use. We can show you and work with you and show you how to do that, okay? How to work that. So you can do everything. Folks, don't use Google clicks. You don't need it, okay? It's a waste of money. Use things like YouTube. We can show you all different kinds of ways to get your business going. The third way is, and again, the first way is where you're actually working for someone else and you're just switching to another country where the taxes are real low or don't exist. And number two is where you're self-employed, and now you're going to convert your business to where you're selling, let's say, dental equipment, medical equipment, whatever your specialty that you're familiar with because you're in that field already. And all you're doing is you're just changing around. Now you're going from examining patients to where you're selling medical equipment, okay? Or something similar to what you were doing before, but you've already got the knowledge. You don't need to go back to school for that. You've already got the knowledge to do it. Or if you need knowledge, it's going to be very little that you're going to have to deal with to do that new profession, okay? So this is what we're talking about. The third option is we're looking for people who are interested in this type field that I'm doing, okay? Residency and second passports. We're actually in the process now of bringing in people and training them and teaching them the business. And if you want to learn how the business is done, second passports, residencies all over the world, dealing with offshore banking, offshore bank accounts, things like this, we'll actually show you how to do it. We work with you and showing you how the whole system works. If you want more information on that, you just go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, to get more information, and we'd be glad to help you on that. So anyway, if you got a question or comment, just put it below, and I would like to hear from you. If you got anything that you want, a comment that you want to put, just send it to us. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. You'll get new videos as they come out automatically, and that notification bell next to that subscribe button. And again, folks, go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, hit the top bar that says apply with us, fill out the questions, hit that bottom bar that says send it to us. We'll get back with you. We deal with over 100 countries, citizenship by investment, residency by investment, all over the world. And I look forward to talking to you on the next video. Take care.